Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Toxplicity and welcome back to Aussies on the Ball. Today we're back with our NBA 2K25 Elimination Rebuild series here, where we go to the off season and we start rebuilding teams that have been eliminated. Today we have the 76ers. Now, I have done a Ben Simmons Philadelphia 76ers video last week. That was in the Steph Curry era, but today we're looking at the modern era and we're going to be rebuilding this team. I just wanted to show you guys. The Clippers won the championship, and James Harden is your Finals MVP. Just an FYI if you guys ever care about that stuff. So this team is very interesting. They probably should have been in a much better position than they are, but due to a lot of injuries to Joel Embiid, Maxey at times, Quinn Grimes was a great acquisition, but Paul George was injured. Jared McCain, he was injured, and his season ended early. This team was never really destined for great things. And obviously they called Paul George and Joel Embiid about just after the trade deadline and basically shut them down for the season. So what we're going to do is hopefully take a top pick in this year's draft, and we're going to rebuild this team and hopefully make it into a title contender yet again. So let's just didn't mean to do that. Let's just go through and see what we can do with the draft lottery. I forgot to overwrite the player assignments. Okay, well, yeah, I've done that twice now. LeBron James and Chris Paul are retired. Cool. All right, so draft lottery time. I think we are destined to have the 5th overall pick, but it's top 6 protected. So as long as it stays, we should be good. And okay. All right, and we get gifted the 1st overall pick. I'm going to keep Nick Nurse on the team. I feel like that's completely fine. And we're just going to go down to the NBA draft. Okay, now here's what I'm thinking. I didn't want to take Cooper Flag in today's video. So could we potentially trade this pick and trade down? I don't really want Cooper Flag on this team. I want to make it a little bit harder for myself because I feel like if we take Cooper Flag, we are just kind of in the runnings to just go crazy. So I'm thinking maybe we take Ace Bailey. So let's just look at these. So we can get Darius Garland, KP, Trey Young. Okay. Okay, that's a very interesting trade right there. I was actually thinking about this trade, and it makes sense. We can get off an aging Paul George, and we can bring in Lauri Markkanen, and we basically swap 1 and 2. So they get Cooper Flag, and we can take Ace Bailey with number 2. I feel like that could be a very interesting move. A move that could potentially be beneficial for both parties, because Lauri Markkanen had a bad year this year, and I know he's on a massive contract moving forward, but we could potentially ship him off next season if it doesn't work. I feel like we have to do this trade. We get off the Paul George contract, we save a little bit of money, and the regression's going to hit hard on Paul George, where it shouldn't on Lauri. So, okay, we've made a massive blockbuster move. They take Cooper Flag number 1, and we are going to take Ace Bailey with number 2. Okay, cool. And then we have a late pick here. We have pick 35, who we can take Janai Broom. That sounds like a good pickup for us, and that's a good draft. Okay, so we make a big move here. We get off the Paul George contract. We bring in a couple of good pieces, good rookies, and we're going to make sure all these guys get brought back, which is fine. And then the qualifying offer, we need to make sure we pay Quinn Grimes and Yabusele. So we'll make sure we can sign both of those guys. Do we have bird rights? Do we have rights over them? So I'm going to see if we can maybe sign Quinn Grimes for $20 million. Oh, he's going to sign with the Nets if we don't match it. So 4 years, $96 million. I'm going to accept that. And we're going to renounce the rights on all these other guys. And Yabusele is one guy that I do want to bring back. So what position? He's a power forward center right now. Can we afford him even? Let's just see where he is. He's a 75 overall. So he's down here somewhere. If we can't bring him back, then I'm interested in a couple other guys. So where is he? Where is he? Yabusele. Did we go past him already? I feel like we went past him already. Was he a 77 overall, or was he? He's a 79 overall. Okay, makes sense. I went straight past him then. There he is, Gershon Yabusele. Let's sign him to a 2-year contract with whatever we can offer, and he's going to get brought back. Cool. All right. So let's have a look at this roster. Obviously, we're very expensive, but it's going to be Tyrese Maxey. We're going to look to upgrade the backup point guard position. It's going to be Grimes and McCain. We're going to flip Ace Bailey over to the small forward spot, and he actually goes up 2, which is nice to see. So it's going to be Lauri Marketing was going to be moved to the 4, and it's going to be Ace Bailey, Kelly Oubre here, Joel Embiid and Drummond. Yeah, I'm fine with that for 1 year. So let's flip Lauri over to the power forward spot as well, where he actually goes up 1. Okay, cool. All right, now I'm thinking we need to make a move, and we need to get a good backup point guard. So Lonzo Ball would be really nice, but I don't know if we can get there financially. I think that's the only guy. Like, stealing Peyton Pritchard would be kind of fun too. He could be a cool 6-man on this team. Can we steal him from? No, I don't think that's okay. Let's take Lonzo Ball on. I feel like Lonzo Ball would be a nice little pickup. So let's have a look and see what we can move. So start with Eric Gordon. And then we can also include maybe a younger player in here. Lonnie Walker's on good money. Are we ever going to really need Ricky Council? I don't think so. So, and then we'll also see if we can include a 2nd round pick in there too. Maybe go 2. Maybe we'll go 2. I know they'll probably want a first, but we'll go 2 seconds. Eric Gordon, Ricky Council. Ricky Council for like a young talent. Eric Gordon, I don't know if they'd want an older player, and 2 2nd round picks. We'll add the exception, and they agree. Okay, cool. So now we get Lonzo Ball on the team. So Maxey, Ball, Quentin Grimes, McCain, Ace Bailey, Kelly Oubre, Markkanen, Yabusele, and our team is really cool. I'm happy with that. I think we might need to release a couple players. So let's see if we can get just some picks or something. I saw Jared Butler in the trade finder. We're not going to trade with the Bulls again. The Clippers will give us 2 first round picks. They'll give us swap worsts. The Grizzlies will give us look, if you want to give us 2 seconds, I'm fine with that. And they agree. Okay, cool. So moving on to our first year in charge. I think this offseason has been really successful. Joel Embiid's down 1. Maxey, Grimes, McCain's up 3. Ace Bailey's up a little bit because we switched his position. Justin Edwards is up. Yeah, I'm happy with this. For year number 1, Jokic MVP, Rookie of the Year Cooper Flag, Anthony Simons 6th Player of the Year, Depoy Giannis, Evan Mobley Most Improved, Clutch Player Anthony Edwards, and Chris Finch is your Coach of the Year. So do we get any 76ers on any of these teams? We get Joel Embiid, which is great. And that is, we get Ace Bailey 4th in Rookie of the Year running. So maybe we made the wrong move. I don't know. We are I thought we were doing well, and I looked away for 1 second. Okay, there are your points per game. There are your rebounds. There's your assists. Where did we finish? Because I don't think we own our first round pick this year. Wow, we finished just outside the play-in. We, at one stage, were 32 and like 20. Like, I don't know how we turned that around. Is there a way to see? We won the last 2. But our defense obviously was not good at all. Okay. Well, that was a massive failure. I actually thought we were genuinely a chance at the finals here. So Shea coming up against Jalen Brunson, and the Thunder win in 6. Shea is your finals MVP. So we won't let Curry retire yet, or DeMar, or Jimmy Butler, to be frank, or Paul George. Nah. Okay, I feel like most of these guys would stick on. So let's go down to draft lottery. We don't own our first round pick this year. I'm pretty sure it goes to the Thunder. So it goes to Utah there. Where is our pick? It goes to the Thunder at 11. So we dropped this year. So Do we want to get it back, or like what are we thinking? I think Nick Nurse is okay for one more year. And then next year we'll look to maybe move on from him. So, oh my goodness, I'm on one today. I'm actually on one today. So we just got two duds in the draft at pick 9 and pick 8. Man, I just simulated to the wrong spot. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna deal with it. We'll sign those guys. Maybe they've got some sort of potential team player options. We're gonna accept both of these. And qualifying offers, we just have Justin Edwards, who we're definitely gonna bring back. We're definitely gonna bring back. We need a new backup center as well, and we need Kelly Oubre. I'll actually pay Kelly Oubre. I'll bring him back. And Justin Edwards, I want to try and bring back. Lonnie Walker can go. So Justin Edwards is a 78 overall. Maybe we can look to make some moves. Yeah, I don't actually know. I think the point guard rotation's fine. Shooting guard's fine. We need a backup small forward. Maybe we can look to move on from Lauren Markkanen. Maybe we go one more year with him. But we need a new backup center. So is there anyone here that we can sign that is going to be better than, let's see, is there any centers that don't want too much money? Like Jay Will would be kind of fun, but we can only offer 5 mil. Markovic is there. Chris Boucher is probably a bit too old. James Wiseman probably wants a little bit too much money. Nick Richards is probably perfect, but I don't know if we'd be able to afford him. He declines. All right, Mo Wagner's there too. Maybe we can clear some cap space. Okay, so I have my target in mind. We're going to try and get Denny Adia, and we're going to trade Lauren Markkanen in this process. I'm thinking we're going to have to probably give up a first-round pick as well. This might not even be enough. Is there anyone else we can throw in here as well? We'll throw in Alan Bernard. I don't know if that is going to... But, okay, they agree. So we bring in Denny Avdia. We move away from Lauren Markkanen. So that's a big change right there. We're going to possibly... So our point guard's fine. Our shooting guard is fine. Our small forward, we need a backup small forward, and we're going to need a backup power forward as well, and a backup center. So let's throw in a couple of players here in the trade finder. Let's throw in this Oakley guy, and let's throw in Yabusele, and let's see if we can get any sort of backup center, any sort of backup. Jalen Tyson actually isn't too bad. I rate that a lot, actually. Guy Santos, Scottie Pippen, Jackson Hayes, some picks. I think that might be the best we're going to get. There's a lot of picks here. Iguodala is not too bad. Jace Richardson's not too bad either. As my emails go off. But we need to kind of win now. So I'm going to bring in Jalen Tyson in that trade. And then I think that's good. So we have everyone. Janai Broom, I guess, can come in and play. Is there any centers that we can now afford? So if we just move down a little bit. So Mo Wagner's here. Nick Richards, we still can't afford. What if we just renounce the rights? Oh, we got... Okay, let's decline this. And let's renounce... Oh, I would like to actually keep Justin Edwards. So we're going to not bring back Kelly Oubre Jr., and then we're going to just have Justin Edwards here. So are there any centers that we could bring in? None of these guys I really like. Okay. Is there any centers? None of them are really... There's all the players, but... Okay, here's the centers. This is the area that I want. So Mitchell Robinson would be insane, but we can't get there financially. Yeah, everyone just wants way too much money, man. Okay, I guess we can just go and try and, like, Darren Sharp would be cool. Charles Bassey would be amazing, but we're not going to get there. Yeah, this is a rough list of players, not going to lie. Guess we can go for Kevon Looney. It's someone that just needs to play, like, 20 minutes or 10 minutes a night, not even. Okay, I guess we can just sign. Can we get Diabate? Would he sign this deal? Is he gonna? Would he sign? I don't think he will. He does. We get Mr. Diabate. Okay, perfect. All right. I'm happy with the changes we just made. Hopefully Ace Bailey's progression and maybe Quinn and Grimes is going to be good. Maxi and Embiid are both regressing quite a lot, but Ace Bailey's up, Quinn and Grimes is up, McCain's up. We got younger and hopefully we got better. I'll see you guys at the end of year 2. I don't think we're stopping at the deadline this year. Well, yet another failure. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think there might be time for some big change at the end of the year. Wemby most improved. Cameron Boozer rookie of the year. Aiden Defensive 6th player of the year. Wemby is your depoy, and Liam McNeely is your most improved, with Cade Cunningham being clutch player of the year, and Greg Popovich being coach of the year. So, yeah, I don't think we made it yet again. No, we didn't, which is very unfortunate. Is Joel Embiid on the move? I know I traded him recently in our Ben Simmons Philadelphia rebuild, so it might be on the cards again. It might honestly be on the cards again. So let's see who wins the championships, and then I'll see you guys once we hit the offseason. So Wemby and Tyrese Halliburton, and Wemby gets his first championship. He wins in 3. All right. I'm going to try and see what we can do. So there's a few retirees here. Let's head on through to the draft lottery, where I don't think we're in our first round pick, which is very unfortunate. It is going to be going to... It's going to the Nets. So yeah, it's going to the Nets there. Wait, no. I don't see where our pick is. That's fine. I don't think we have a pick anyway. Nick Nurse, he's gone anyway, but it's time to say goodbye for sure. Let's try and get Tyronn Lue here. Let's try and get Chris Finch here. Let's try and get Quinn Schneider here. And we get Tyronn Lue. Perfect. That's the guy I wanted. All right, so let's see what pick we have, and then we might just see if we can turn this around a little bit. So we have pick 3. Okay, this is probably the biggest risk I've ever taken, because I know Anthony Davis is going to regress, but we need a new starting center, and we're going to trade pick 3 and Joel Embiid for Derek Lively and Anthony Davis. Justin Edwards is included in this trade too. It's a new direction for our last year in charge. We made the trade. Okay, let's sim to the next pick. Let's see, we've got a pick here. Let's just take, I think that's meant to be Jalil Bethea, so we'll take him as well. I don't know if there's any other moves I actually want to make. So make sure we sign Jalil and make sure we bring back all these guys, because player progression is probably going to take us like over the line. So our lineup right now is going to be Maxi, Ball, Quinn and Grimes, Jared McCain, Ace Bailey, Jalen Tyson, and Denny Adia with Anthony Davis. I think we still need a better backup center. And signed Danny Wolf, who got waived for whatever reason, and that's great. We got Danny Wolf, and I'd like to bring back Janai Broom as well, even though we don't really need him. I guess it's the last season. We don't really need Janai Broom. Let's just get a player progression. I'm excited for what moves we just made. I'm hoping that this gets us over the hump. Tyrese Maxey and Quinn and Grimes are kind of the only guys that I've stuck around. Anthony Davis is down 2, but Ace Bailey's up 2. Yeah, we got a lot of green. I'm hoping this team is just well balanced enough. I'll see you guys at the end of our final year in charge. Hopefully we can turn our luck around from lately and win ourselves a championship. We go from being mediocre to being really good. 60 wins. Wemby MVP, Rookie of the Year Cameron Boozer, Dylan Harper 6th Player of the Year, Wemby Depoy, Most Improved Darren Pedersen, and Tyrese Halliburton is your coach or your player, clutch player of the year. As you can see my puppy in the background, Greg Popovich Coach of the Year. So I don't think we're going to get any 76ers on any of these teams. That's completely fine. But we are the 1 seed, which is crazy to say. We definitely bounced back in a good way. Ace Bailey is the owner of this team. He is insane. Let's see who we can pull round 1. Game 1 goes to us. We pulled the Brooklyn Nets, sorry. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And Game 4 goes to us. Okay, now we go through. We face Charlotte. Game 1 goes to Charlotte. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to Charlotte. Game 5 goes to us. And Game 6 goes to us. We move through to face Toronto. So let's just quickly reset this a little bit. They want to make some big changes to this lineup. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And Game 4 goes to us. So we finally get out of the Eastern Conference. Sorry, Ace Bailey's your finals MVP. We're coming up against Anthony Edwards. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to the Timberwolves. Game 4 goes to us. And Game 5 goes to the Timberwolves. Game 6 goes to the Timberwolves. Game 7 goes to us. We win. And Ace Bailey is your finals MVP. So all 76ers have to do is trade Joel Embiid, but I feel like we made some insane trades in this rebuild. We finally get a win after last week's bad performances. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to keep uploading these every week, twice a week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.